I'm Matt, and this is your July 2020 market update for the Dallas-Fort Worth real estate market. People keep telling me the market is weird right now, and they're right. The Dallas-Fort Worth market is a little unusual compared to this time normally. In this July market report, I want to share with you some of the things that I see going on. But first, I want to take a moment and look back kind of at the last few months and some of the things we saw during COVID. When we look at second quarter, when we look at April, we did see a slight drop in the number of homes sold. We saw a pretty good sized drop, almost by a third in number of homes sold in May. But now when we look back on June, we're actually ahead compared to June last year. The great news is that even though fewer homes were being sold, average sold prices were largely the same. Had a slight drop in average prices in May, but we're back up to higher price points now in June. And I anticipate that to continue throughout the summer. So let's talk about specifically what happened in June. In June, we saw that there were just over 9,000 homes sold. Those homes sold an average of 44 days on the market. So it took a little more than a month for homes to typically sell. And the average sold price is around $357. That's up about 2% from a year ago. Homes are still selling for very close to their list price. Across DFW, we're seeing homes sell for 96%. Let's talk about what the current inventory situation is, and I think that's going to be driving a lot of what we see in the future. At the moment, there are only 13,875 homes for sale. Compared to July 2019, when there was 23,000 homes for sale, there's significantly fewer single-family homes available. What does that mean? It means we're in a very strong seller's market. That basically represents only 1.5 months supply at our current rate of sales. So if nobody decides they want to list moving forward, we'll basically be out of homes by the end of the summer. Now, the reality is, I think a lot of sellers are finally getting ready and listing their sales, so hopefully this will change. I wanted to kind of break it down by price point, because I sometimes think when we talk months of supply, it can be a little misleading, and buyers that are shopping in different segments of the market are going to have different experience. We look below 250,000, which across DFW, that does represent a big part of our market. There's less than 1 month of homes available on the market, and then moving up towards 450 and below, there's 1.4 months of supply. We start to see a little more inventory, obviously, as we go towards the luxury, but even still in our luxury and million plus market, there's only a 6.2 months of supply. So for most everybody, we're looking at a seller's market. That's a different equation than a month ago or even a year ago. It was a little more trending towards a buyer's market. So the tight inventory is great for sellers. I wouldn't take that for granted though. Plenty of homes are still taking a long time to sell. And I also think sellers need to have a really smart pricing strategy. The homes that sell are priced appropriately and they're marketed well. What does this mean if you're a buyer? Well, if you're a buyer, I always tell my buyers you need to be decisive. If you see a house you like, make an offer on it. The top homes are selling in 8 days or less. I have a number of buyers right now who are looking for a pool. I did some of the math. A lot of the top homes, the top 25% of homes with a pool, are selling in 3 days or less. So I definitely encourage you to be decisive. And another element of that is don't get too far along in your shopping without having your financing order so that you can make that offer right away when you see the home you love. The market's dynamic. A lot of homes come on and off the market all the time, and there'll be one for you. I want to thank you again for tuning in this month. I always love researching the market and then sharing what I'm finding with you. I especially love our personal one-on-one conversations so we can talk about what's going on in your city and your neighborhood. So I encourage you to reach out. And in the meantime, I look forward to connecting with you soon. Take care.